Good morning, good day, good afternoon. It's Roger Roadside here saying hello. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Very quick one this morning. I mean, look at this. What a cracking day. Absolute cracking day. I mean, it is about 3 degrees outside, but it looks bloody lovely, doesn't it? Looks bloody lovely. Quick one. This whole Morgan McSweeney phone theft scandal, right? Firstly, can I just preface all this by saying, and prior to firstly, can I also just say how much I love the word preface? But firstly, can I just preface this by saying I am sick and bloody tired of all these flipping scandals and dramas and incompetencies and this, that and the other that seems to gravitate around politicians. Why is it that for a group of workers in a specific field, i.e. being a politician, why is it that so much drama, why is it there's so much drama in the LPC, it's kind of Harpy and Snoopy or Double G, right? Why is it that there's so much drama and so much scandal when it comes to politicians? I mean, that's a topic for a different video, but look, what are your thoughts on this situation? If it's in the news right now. You should be aware of it, but effectively, obviously, there's an inquiry in regards to certain WhatsApp messages that were alleged to be sent between McSweeney and I believe Mendelsohn or maybe Starmer. Basically, they wanted to retrieve that, and McSweeney, my phone got stolen. I don't have access to that, right? Which seems on the surface like well, that's fair enough. Your phone got stolen. What can you do? You do live and work in London, so I mean that's bound to happen. I mean, according to Sadiq Khan and Sakir Starmer, London's the most safest place on the planet. Whereas we know the reality of the situation, whereby probably every 10 minutes a phone gets pinched out of someone's hands. But apparently, 5 weeks ago, McSweeney's phone got nicked. Right? Now, these are the things that I find a bit weird, right? The fact that there was apparent transcripts of McSweeney making the report to the police about the phone being stolen. No mention of the thief being in a balaclava, but apparently of late, when he's referred back to the incident, he's referred back to the incident as it being done by a balaclava clad biker. So it seems odd that you would remember that situation now but not remember it at the time. That's the first odd thing. Also, he talks about running down the road and chasing after the biker and all that sort of stuff. And I think someone posed on radio, or whether it be one of the presenters or whatnot, but they proposed that, what about the CCTV footage? And then, the person who was, I believe, basically trying to sit on the fence and say that, maybe it is plausible that McSweeney's phone got stolen, said that, that would all depend on whether the CCTV footage is available. Okay. So you're telling me that a senior politician's phone gets stolen, which would potentially have loads of important information on it, and governmental and country sort of security information. It'd be a security breach for that information to get out. I mean, obviously at the time you don't know that he's caught up in a potential scandal, but you don't know what messages are in it. There might be messages from Vladimir Putin saying, you know, we're going to come over for a visit or something. I don't know. But basically, you're telling me that 5 weeks ago the police went, should we drag up the CCTV footage? No, it should be all right. We'll just report it, and then we'll just, you know, say that we've done something, and, you know, there's not really much we can do because there's only me and you, Barry, working in the police force now. Bloody hell, it's only me and you, Barry, and you've got to man the phones, and I've got to put the stuff on the computer. So, you know, we can't very well go out there and actually have a look for these people, because who's going to be left here to answer the phones? No one. So, effectively, again, I'm being facetious, but effectively, you're telling me that no one would have thought or contemplated to get any CCTV footage of a senior politician having his phone stolen. Because, you know, if it was just, you know, some rando who's, you know, didn't know that it was McSweeney and has just pinched the phone and is about to ship it back to China for resale, then fair enough. You know, that's a win-win situation. Obviously, no one knows, you know, what the situation is. But there's also, but we can't, you know, I mean, McSweeney's a pretty high up sort of politician. I'm sure he's probably got access to information that you and I shouldn't have access to. You know, if it was, you know, if it was the Chinese, or if it was the Russians, or if it was, you know, Iran or something like that, maybe it's probably not the best thing to not follow up the situation and try to track the people down and try to get the phone back. So I just would have thought that you would have got the CCTV footage, and then so that to me stinks a bit. And then there's, you know, initially they sort of came out saying that, you know, there was no way of retrieving the messages. You know, very fitting, very convenient. And then, oh no, there are some messages that we can retrieve. Oh, okay, so you can retrieve some messages, but you're telling me that you can't retrieve all the messages, is what you're saying. And apparently that's the case. So look, there's just quite a fair few things that don't add up for me here, and to me, it smells funky. It's very, very funky. But what do you think? That's the main thing here. Get your comments down below. What do you think? Do you think the phone was stolen? Do you think it was just thrown off of London Bridge? You know, get your thoughts down below in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Would really help me out. Make sure you like the video. That'd be good. And make sure you share it. Just share it with your mum or something. I don't know. I don't care. Just bloody share it. It doesn't cost you anything to share it. You just click a bloody button. Just do it. But yeah, if you could do all that sort of stuff, that'd be lovely. And I'd love you a long time. But for now, this is Roger Roadside saying ciao for now. And I'll see you on the flippity flop. Bye.